It's pretty okay. So kicker, kicker, man, this card absolutely cool in this meta. It hits this one. Pew, pew. Cool. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today one of the decks that you will probably love if you want to ladder with any kind of control-like deck, and you are getting smoked to oblivion because everyone is just playing infinite creatures that are 1 mana converted mana cost. So, and by the way, at the end of the intro, I will tell you a secret. Yeah, you wanna know. So, this deck is basically a removal tribal with lifelink, because there's nothing more that the burn and aggro decks hate more than you gaining life while they cannot finish you off. So, 4 cutdowns, 4 go for the throat, double Soul Partition for planewalkers and artifacts, whatever annoying there is on the battlefield. Sorin for Cardo, Bankbuster for the Cardo, Invoke Despair because everyone loves this card. Yeah, with this deck you actually need it just for removal. As you can see, this is a removal tribal, so being able to remove and refill at the same time is so huge. We have 3 farewells, we don't run the populates because our early and mid game is really hard on the creatures, so we don't need to clear the board so quickly. And the big card, the reason this deck exists, Archangel of Wrath, 4 mana, scoop your aggro card basically. For this reason we also run Red Splash just in our mana base, even though we don't use red cards at all. And this is the MVP of most of the games. Your opponent just plays creatures, you remove them, you remove them, you remove them. And at some point, you are at 6 mana and your opponent still has board advantage with all those pesky creatures. And then you play Archangel of Wrath. You kill 2 creatures, you have a 3/4 flying lifelinker, they already run out of gas because you kept removing everything for last 2 minutes. And then they think for 3 minutes about their options with 1 card and they explode. So this is the deck. I really think it's a strong choice for the current ladder because everything seems to be aggro, like crazy amounts of aggro. So you just want removal and lifelink, and this is basically what the whole deck is. So secret, you want secret? It was supposed to be a Dimir deck today. I've tried a different Dimir deck like Geeks Command, things like this. And I tried to get those artifact creatures, the arcane proxy. It didn't go well. I was so wrecked on ladder that I actually started recording again from the scratch to get deck that actually has chance right now. So I will get to the other build, but not today. It's like I'm out of strength for recording and getting smoked by small creatures. So that's why we went with this one. Revenge time. And that's why it's called Fury, because that's definitely how I feel today. Don't forget to subscribe, especially if you appreciate making basically 2 videos in a day and not using one of them for the sake of your wildcards. So let's go into the games. I hope you enjoy it and thank you. Going first, we have a lot of Invoke Despair. We start with the Barrens and we prepare for the sweet lifelink from the Archangel. We are at 21, we are already winning. We get rid of all the tap lands first, they also don't pain us, and we are already at 4, theoretically. I mean, I'm just playing clans, bro. This is my game plan. Beast Color will grow, so that's a little bit of problem, and he will grow double, yeah. So there will be a lot of artifacts. This card is really cool. I didn't build around it yet, but it's definitely cool. And as you can see, you know, casual 5 damage. Alright, so how do we do it? Pretty easily, right? He will attack. And if he won't, he will regret it even more, so he will still attack. We need to prepare for the Archangel so we can ping all this crap. Like, they flooded the board so hard, it's not even funny. And we don't have a sweeper, even though we play sweepers. I mean, sure, you know, easy for 4 with haste. You can already see how smart he feels after playing all this stuff. So we get rid of this one. I should probably -2 and just get a free trade, in all honesty. However, I will try to make it work differently. Yeah, we can play the black kicker. And we go for the Archangel. We kill the creature that scales the most. And we put the counter on best card in standard. It's not, but it definitely feels like this. Oh, you don't like my Emperor? You were so happy attacking last turn. Okay, this does not matter. I'm not sure how he built this deck, but it doesn't work so far. Like, he has no artifacts in the deck. What the hell, bro? What is the game plan? So he will attack Emperor, but the problem is that whatever he does, he will lose something. So now we are guaranteed to lose the Emperor, so the choice is easy. And that's why Archangel is a good card. He will get some extra cards, so that's definitely something we need to consider. But I mean, this is a decent draw, isn't it? And we are at 17. If he attacks with the Tenacious Underdog, which he seems to favor quite heavily, man, I love this deck. It's just Archangel, Lifelink against whatever they have, because their always game plan is the same. I want to smoke your face. So great. Alright, this is a really good play. This is the first guy that actually did it, and I respect him so much. Because he didn't attack, he knows that this is an Emperor, and there's no reason to go for the Emperor. So, do I want to invoke Despair? Yeah, sure, I really want. I'll give him the Chalice thing, because he played nicely around it. That was a really nice play. But I still want to flood the board, because I want to start invoking, and, you know, I want to see him in Despair, like I'm usually, while playing against ladder decks. So we start to get some value. It's just one creature, but believe me, when we start doing all of this, it will basically, you know, stack up very, very quickly. We can even start attacking, in all honesty. That's the kind of player I am. The control aggro. Like, he's dead next turn, unless he does something. And we are at 21. Emperor is dead anyway. Or we gave him as a little bit better threshold, and now he should be even scared to use the... Bro, you do realize you are dead on board, right? I'm not sure if he registered that fact. Yeah, counting. Bro, I'm like, math makes stuff. Oh my god. I'm not sure if they realize how attack and their life works. They do. But, oh, okay, so that was interesting. So this will be one of those games when we never draw a land. Because we will play the Bankbuster, and it's fine, okay? I knew about it. So, for this reason, we are against some kind of Esper. They might have counter spells, and all we need is 2 mana every single turn. We might also draw a land naturally. Not going to lie, it's really good draw so far. I did not expect it will go so well. So right now I want to make sure that I will draw all the cards in the world, because then, as long as we keep playing lands and have something, we should be fine. And Bankbuster will create some pressure at some point during this game. And we just say go every turn, because now we have the Emperor. Not sure how to play it, to be absolutely honest with you guys. He wants to draw, that's really good, so whatever happens, he's not really happy about countering Wandering Emperor. And he's definitely not happy about her being on the battlefield. I don't think he can deal with her. Like, he can deal with the token, but not with her. You always start with this, so whatever you do, they cannot respond by killing Emperor. Let's play around. We can already hit for 4, but then we lose the Bankbuster. So we just go slowly, you know? We just do this stuff. He didn't counter the Emperor, so there's high chance he won't counter anything. Let's go with the Celestus. This is best mana play, basically. We get the cycling as well, so we can start cycling bad cards. And he still needs to deal... Like, I know he has some kind of, like, sweeper. If this seems to be a pure control deck, so obviously he has sweepers, depopulates, things like this. I hope he has, like, he should. I mean, well, we will definitely pressure him. Alright. We can remove something, but I much rather draw cards. And we'll use the Archangel of Wrath to just clear the board. And force him to use Sweeper, basically. Also, he's tapped out, so we play the Archangel, we sweep the board, we crew the Bankbuster, we hit super hard, and then he is a set panda and we should win the game. This is the game plan. I mean, we can make it like this. It's pretty okay. So kicker, man, this card, absolutely cool in this meta. Right, first trigger hits this one. Pew, pew. Cool, magic as intended. We put this here, and you know what? Bankbuster survives the sweeper. It cannot be farewell. So we go for maximum annoying damage. 5. It's still a long way to go, but he needs to deal... Against control you play like this. You make some creatures that they're annoying. You make some artifacts because they are annoying. You make a planewalker because they cannot deal with it. Like, you stack all the annoying things all at once, basically. Alright, and this should be Invoke Despair, I think. Yeah, we can still draw after it. And as you can see, he needs to tap out just to play stuff, basically. We should probably think about flipping soon. And now we make more creatures. Is this the Bankbuster play? Or turn? That's really important. They might have a war, but they cannot play it this turn. Oh, but I really want this. Alright, so what we have to do... But this is so much better at instant speed. Yeah, I think we cannot do anything more. It's just not responsible. We need to make sure that this 5 damage is a thing, because now Invoke Despair just directly kills him after this attack. Yeah, so that was intense, but as you can see, we even had more cards than him. Alright, we are going first. Easy. Whenever you see full hand of removal, that's your hand. That's what you need to win the ladder game. You basically don't need anything that is not a removal. Alright, jokes aside, 2 drops shouldn't be above cutdown, so I will risk it and just get rid of the tap land. Perfect. And the reason is that, yeah, we have untapped lands for a long time, but we need to hit 5 on curve, and that's really important. So all we need is just play stuff every single turn, remove every single card that he plays. This is annoying because it's 2 for 1, so we have to remove it, but we are still behind. And Bankbuster is probably the best draw of this deck right now, because this is exactly on curve to start drawing cards, and cards is exactly what we needed. So really, really amazing draw here. Despair will also be weaker because Fable is an enchantment, and the problem is that the decision whether to sacrifice Fable as a creature or enchantment will be up to him, so he can decide what benefits him more, and that's never what you want to see. This is a prime Invoke Despair target. And this is good, because it's still not a creature, so now he cannot decide if we do it this turn, but this is Make Disappear, probably. Why are you Make Disappear? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a Make Disappear. This is a perfect Invoke Despair turn. And if he makes Disappear, we lose the game. Oh man, that's so funny. Oh, this was a really awkward turn. On the bright side, whenever he attacks with Harvester, we just play the Emperor. I mean, this is still... You can see that every single turn he leaves 2 mana. That's not a coincidence. Sure. I do not mind Liliana yet, because he needs to get to 0 cards on his side to 0 us, and then we can play Invoke Despair, which will be the last card. I will highlight it so he thinks, oh, he just wants to draw cards. I mean, how much do we want to go for this? He can leave 1 creature after Despair. I think we want to pressure. He has only 1 Invoke only 1 Make Disappear. Okay, he decided to not use it. That's interesting. We can also kill one of those creatures. Like, we are getting some advantage. I'm playing this one because reasons. I know, that's what you wanted. Alright, so. We will attack. Because he doesn't want to block with any of those creatures. Both of them are part of the combo. Oh, you might not like what you see, my friend. Oh, that feels glorious. It sucks that he is left with one card, but then we draw. Oh my god, he did it! He lost all 3 cards. He has nothing. And I have Emperor. And Bankbuster. Just no Abrade. Bro, no Abrade, please. This one is super strong, but it's not the worst that could happen. But it's really good card. Basically 3 mana, like creature for free. It's actually not even for free, it's actually beneficial because he gets to select a good card. It's fine. Let's draw. This is a really good draw. A very good draw. So, of course, we'll try to bait. And I think I will always keep 1 card against Liliana. He shows that he plays her. And if I do something, it will be at the upkeep, probably. This is a bit of a risky play, you know? Alright, I know what I will do. I know what I will do. Man, lands are so amazing, but... Okay. Like, if he plays Liliana and +1, we just... I just showed my hand a little bit. Sure that. I mean, that's probably something I will remove pretty happily. By the way, good player already knows that I have removal, because otherwise I would draw in response. So if he attacks the Emperor, we can crew the Bankbuster. Sorry, bro. That was a nice try, but we are prepared for everything. He wants the life. And that's a correct decision, no reason to do it. It also helps me a little bit because he's absolutely tapped out, so I know exactly what can happen and what cannot. And I mean, oh no, like we shouldn't do it like this. We have a 3-3, we just need to make sure that we get as much value as possible. And you know what, we should keep attacking. It's fine. Like, I know it seems that I'm giving him more chances than he should have, but we are grinding him out of value. And right now, we have card at the end step. We draw 2 cards, we can crew the Bankbusters. Super annoying. So this is all part of the effect, right? If we kill it, it doesn't matter, yeah. Unfortunate, but what can you say? All you could do is exile in response, and then if a card is put into exile this way, it wouldn't, because we would exile it somehow, but you know, this is the only part you can mess up. And that's fine. Can I draw my card? The fact that we start hitting with Bankbusters is really huge. And look at how much we gain every single turn, and with, oh my, this is perfect. Okay, this is, man, this card is so amazing, like honestly, it's so freaking amazing. Just pure win. So, we will kick her, easy. We can pay for Make Disappear, no problem for us. And let's see what he does. If he has Make Disappear, he needs to kill it anyway, so it doesn't matter. And he still needs to waste a card, waste a creature, and if he does it, I'm absolutely happy with the outcome. Because it also means he's tapped out, no options, no nothing. And we have Planewalkers, Bankbusters, Celestus, that means that every card we will draw will be a top deck basically, sooner or later. So that's great. Do I want to draw a card? I would love to draw a card, but we can do it later. So let's plus. He has only 1 mana, so we know there's no removal to be had. I will draw my card, so I will attack only with 1 Bankbuster, the one without the counters. Bruh, do you want to cycle your only 1 card? Well, I guess it is a decision, right? But I think he's just mad, to be honest. I don't think he's really thinking about whether he cycles. Because, you know, if you are like a pro player on a tournament, you can get any of cards in your deck. And that's a huge deal. Like, it's a big deal if you want this card or any kind of other card in your deck. but I just don't think... I think he is not happy with the results so far. But maybe I'm wrong. He's playing nicely right now, so I'm hopeful. But the Archangel of Wrath, Invoke Despair, man, those cards are so devastating. Yeah, I really like the deck. Sure that... Oh, he won't be happy. And we'll kill it at dance step, because there is a chance. I should draw a card in response, it doesn't matter, but I should. The reason is that I want to make sure that Make Disappear won't hit me. Who knows, maybe he top decked another one. Like, he has some in the decks, I think 2 or 1. Even 3 maybe. Right, so now we untap, and now we kill it. And he should scoop, to be honest, at this point. I don't think he can win this. Like, after this turn he will be nearly dead, and we just attack for everything if we care. Emperor is still here. Look at how much value this Emperor produced during the game. It's just absolutely insane. Oh, I will draw my card, thank you. I will even play it. I like my lands, what can I say? We will draw right now, because it means that we get extra damage, as we can crew this Bankbuster. We see that he has no instants. So for this reason I will pump the Bankbuster, because it's guaranteed to survive basically. And we just attack for a lot of stuff. Stuff being the damage. Man, the commenter is such a high quality. But you guys see what happened right now. Archangel of Wrath was such a big play, and even though he countered it, he was at such a big disadvantage at that point. So what can we do is deny him as many cards as possible. So of course, it's not like we have a choice, but him drawing one card, it's fine. Like you can see, okay, you got your Invoke, what now? You have no mana, you are dead on board basically. Our mana base is a bit wonky, but it's pretty fine anyway. And because we are on the play, we have so much more power. Cut down. Okay, our opponent did not play something this turn. So cut down will sooner or later hit something. This 1 mana is so easy to fit on top of Bankbuster. You can see. And just like this. So we can either ramp into Archangel or start drawing cards. It's mono black, so they cannot answer Bankbuster, so we don't need to fear it. And overall, you really want to ramp as soon as possible, because this will benefit us every single turn until the end of the game. So the faster you play it, the more value you get, basically. And cards that are in our hand and are not played do not do anything. As you can see, we are already starting to benefit from it. We just need one red mana, basically, during the game. We could play the Archangel, or we can just go insane in drawing cards. The game should be over. If he cannot put anything threatening this turn, he's out of the game. And he knows it. Respect. This is exactly where the game ended. You cannot compete with double Bankbusters because they have no red, so no abrades, no stuff like this. And we are on the play. So let's get rid of the tap lands. We are not cycling any, so both of them are basically doing the same thing. And we just remove whatever he plays, and then we Archangel, Celestus, and Count Dracula, and he scoops. It will be a bit harder because, of course, as we are on the moment... Yeah, this is definitely a Celestus. As we are on the play, we have a little bit less cards, as you can see, but we can absolutely make it work. It's still better this way. So I guess... Okay, this will be annoying.
I've never crashed a wedding like this before.
Like, we cannot deal 4 damage next turn, we need 1 more turn. So I think what we have to do is this. We need black, so we can just use this. We could try to go for the Chandra with the pink. Yeah, but it doesn't really help much. Now the big question, do we go for the vampire to pressure them? I think the vampire is the most annoying thing to deal for them, because right now, if they play creature, we just kill it. Cut down hits the founder, right? I highlight it so he remembers. There is really small but meaningful chance that he uses it just to attack somehow. Like he burns the vampire and he hits the Sorin because it's perfectly matched, and then we cut down and he's super set. And I always like my mono red opponent to be super set. And this is a really good one. He basically got a free card out of 3 mana Planewalker. Like, you know, as a blue player, you usually pay 4 for this. Like, I'm not saying anything, but it seems pretty good draw. Of course, it's only the red cards, right? Right? First card to go. I really want to pressure Chandra. I need to get rid of her as soon as possible. Alright. We still cannot deal with her, but his cards are a bit smaller, and that's the reason I did it. Alright, kicker. Kicker. It might be something that is hard for him to deal with, because it has 4 toughness, and he already used the burn spells. It will be hard. Chandra is absolutely annoying, and I'm not even blocking his attacks right now. Just Visions of Fire Exile. What the hell? Exactly, you may play this card. Okay, I need to read this. I read it once, but at the beginning of your upkeep. So he gets 2 cards a turn, basically. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't play, created like you whatever. We are leaving Takenuma. It's a good card. Finally, Chandra, go away for real. And we want to cycle. So for this reason, we are not playing anything. Visions of Fire Exile will be absolutely hard. We need to dig into Invoke Despair. This is a good card. I still think we leave the cut down. This will be hard. We are at 28, by the way, against mono burn deck, basically. I guess it's not really burn, at least, so far, but he should have burn, right? I guess his full deck is just playing 1 for 1, removing everything and just burning your face because he has cards advantage. I think that's the idea, and Mishra's Foundry for, you know, end game for just this last 6 damage. But with Emperor we should be absolutely fine. And I'm waiting with Takenuma because at some point he will kill this Archangel, and when he does, he will regret it so much. Oh, he will regret it so much. Chandra. Yeah, I missed this card. I absolutely want to see it again. With Emperor it shouldn't be a huge problem. Alright, he's getting so many cards. I kinda like his deck. I'm not gonna lie, it's fun. Like, you're just... oh my god. Okay, it's good to know what is going on there. Oh, Celestus, you are a meanie. You know what? You are a meanie. Stop using my Celestus in bad ways. I guess he stepped out, so that was probably quite unnecessary play, but I still enjoyed it. Alright, this is a red deck. So we want to go for Archangel. I want to make sure that this is at 6 toughness, so the Rending Flame cannot kill it. We are a bit too heavy on this. Does this exile? If that... okay, so it doesn't exile. That's really important. And we can finally start pressuring him. We are not playing Takenuma. This will be such a huge card this game. And suddenly, yeah, he has a lot of cards every single turn, but our cards are really strong. And a target. I wonder about those power stones. Why? What does he have? Oh, I think it's for Battalion, right? Because you can use it to play an artifact spell, so he just ramps like this. Yeah, we didn't go around it in time. That's exactly the type of damage I wanted to get rid of. So, we definitely do this. And the question is it the Emperor? Oh man, Liliana is not the worst, but it's not what we want. So it's either the Archangel or the Emperor. Emperor is pretty slow and it dies to Foundry. Archangel is overall so strong. But this is more annoying to deal with, right? He needs more cards to deal with it. And we still got the Liliana. Alright, I like it. It will be still hard.
Happy to help, but you won't be outsmarting me.
Unfortunately, it has to be a cut down. We show that we have it, which is a bit unfortunate. Fable. It's still pretty hard. Oh my god, he just drew an adversary with 5 mana. So, our Liliana is absolutely dead, right? Oh, that's so annoying, because she was such a great target with 4 loyalty. Nearly nothing kills her, and Foundry is way too weak. But this is probably the best kind of draw. But to be fair, he's drawing 2 cards a turn, so it will be hard. He's basically playing like a, you know, Mire removal type of deck, just with red, and he just tries to get card advantage and burn everything 1 for 1. So I kinda like the deck. It's definitely refreshing after all the, you know, aggro plays. It would be great to draw, you know, Invoke Despair that absolutely destroys his board. We have to go for the cut down. If we let him pay, it's a problem. He still gets the damage, he still gets a lot of value, but at least, like, if we wait until the counters, cut down stops becoming a thing, and I want to leave the go for the fraud. And Liliana is dead anyway, right? Yeah, so he can basically sweep the board and that's it. I just need to Invoke Despair from the top, you know, the card that we play, 4 off, because we want to draw them in our top 19 cards. Invoke Despair. I mean, it's not Invoke Despair. Problem is that he sees the Emperor, so even though we drew a surprise one, and he just keeps going, huh? He just keeps going. He can use it and he doesn't have good targets. We need to be careful about the Emperor. If he powers the Mishra's Foundry, he can use this one. I mean, this will be annoying. That's a lot of battalion thingies. So we need to exile it. I will go for the original one, so in any way, like whatever happens, he cannot really, you know, bounce it. Invoke Despair. No. Still not. So we will play another Emperor. I want my Invoke Despair deck, please. I really need... I play this card for a reason. I need it to win games. Like, my opponent needs his Skitter Beam Battalion, and not... Stop it. Stop it, you monster. Those are artifacts, so we cannot deal with them very well. If he attacks with Mishra's Foundry, we are -1, and then -2. Nice. He still has stuff, so he can burn Wandering Emperor in response, and then we are not extremely happy. So he has something. It's not this ability, but he can still activate it again, so we do not know if that's a thing. He might have a burn spell, this is basically his full deck, and he will have a main phase for sorcery, but I will just go for the maximum value. If he has stuff, well, then it's not great. You know, I think that we are losing by not drawing Invoke Despairs. Okay, alright. Alright. We get rid of one of them. What about the second one? So we have two ways. We can either go for Archangel now and not do anything and just try to raise. It's not the worst. It's not the worst, and we can kill any non-artifact. If they... yeah, they have non-artifacts cards. Or we can wait until we draw a land. But we might not, right? Yeah, this is just a better plan. Like, waiting until maybe we draw something from the top is not a great one. And the idea is that he deals 4, but we heal 3, so he basically doesn't deal damage as long as this is on the battlefield. And Invoke Despair. Invoke Despair. Deck, please. 4 of them. For a reason. Just give me this card that my opponent always top decks. Like, he is drawing a 3rd adversary already. And fortunate. This is really amazing draw, right? Can he burn? He doesn't have 4 damage, right? How does it work? Yeah, it's 3 damage. Oh, he just pays 2 times. That's easy. Yeah, that definitely helps. And now Invoke Despair is not good enough. But it doesn't matter because we still don't draw it. Oh my god. Well, it definitely happens like this when you don't draw your main card for the full deck. We also have 4 worlds, by the way. Like, we have so many cards! We have Bankbusters, we have Farewells. Okay, we had 2 of them, but we still have 2 more. So, we negate part of the damage, but only a little part of it. He got so much value, and we just need to Invoke Despair from the top, and we will still win this. Invoke Despair from the top, we still win this. Soul Partition, this is a token. Alright, we have 2 ways to go around it. Either let him... No. Okay, we have 1 way to go around it. There's no way we can... he has so much mana, he can just replay it and whatever. Oh, that's another Skitter Beam Battalion. Create... Okay, what happens if you remove it, my friend? I want to do an experiment. Because you cannot copy something that is not in the battlefield, I guess you can. I mean, that was the most frustrating, unlucky game we have played so far. 24 cards, not a single invoke, and he's playing a 4 mana enchantment that directly goes into Invoke Despair, right? So, yeah... It's fine. It's absolutely fine, and let's go another.